I'll send that text over. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back. This is part 2 of the one and only PWGP Award Show. Welcome. And in part 1, we covered a lot of championships, a lot of awards, but part 2 is going to get a little bit more interesting. Part 2 is going to be really more interesting, because in part 2, to kick things off, it is the OMG moment of the year, followed by the rivalry of the year, and closed off with the match of the year award. It goes down, and it goes down now. Ladies and gentlemen, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. Oh man, we live here, we're lit. Here at the PWGP Year-End Awards, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 2. We're gonna stick this off right away with the OMG Moment of the Year Award nominees. Number 1, the GOAT, Cheryl Diaz, and the Playboy cover reveal. Number 2, Mari Dio's limo explodes and later confesses. Number 3, Mason Reed attacks the COO. Number 4, Hades throws Connor off the Hell in a Cell. And worlds collide. Number 5, Mason Reed throws Alexander Awesome off the edge of the roof through a table and following it with a dive. Ladies and gentlemen, number 6, Tiger Thunderbolt attacked backstage for the first time ever by the LPW OGs. And before we get to the actual votes, ladies and gentlemen, I want to open up this stream live to those watching. We're going to put up the polls. But before then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take some looks at some of these exclusive footage moments. For one, it is Cheryl Diaz and her Playboy cover reveal. Was demolished. ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to mention here that I am joined here live by two of our boys. Hello, the new Raw GM and Jake Nitro, one of the three men set to compete at WrestleMania and 12. This is FSW's first call, their first issue of darkness. When they said they were going to rain all over everybody, they came in and assaulted. We didn't stop there because they would continue. Your boy, the Mason Mercy, coming out, issuing all the challenges, saying whatever he wants to.
This is what it's like to be backstage at PWGP, prestigious wrestling Grand Prix. I'm not impressed. From what the wrestlers do inside that squared circle, to what happens backstage, absolutely
amongst the nominees was Weed, aka Angel, being attacked backstage for the first time ever. Again, Mason Reed, an LPW original, making himself known. This time, the cameras were nowhere to be seen. You couldn't find anything going down. It was an emphatic statement being made by legendary pro wrestling, at the time known as 5-star wrestling. If they would assault anyone on their way, they wouldn't give a damn. Anyone was a victim, and whoever stood in their way was about to be put down, executed mercilessly. They wouldn't stop. He would not stop there with Mason. He would continue to assault his boy. Boom!
Pathetic, Tyler. What's pathetic?
You think it was pathetic, but this counts as one of the moments of the year at the time, as shocking as it was. It was insane. Who would have thought at the time that this could even be possible? An attack on the COO. The only time before that we have ever seen it happen was in one other nominee. In the first time ever, when we see him being busted open there, was this one. The final nominee, the first ever attack. Wait a second. Footage being sent in here. Could this be some sort of tease?
Was this a match?
Could this be some sort of tease?
What is this?
This is a tease of
I don't
former
know.
footage. Not it. But this is the actual final nominee, ladies and gentlemen. When Tiger Thunderbolt first ever was attacked backstage by an unknown assailant, he was the first time ever that the authority was put on their backs here at the PWGP. No one knows who this next assailant was, but he came out and he made his name known by attacking the one and only Super Smooth One. So, ladies and gentlemen, the final moment of the year reflection.
You're
telling me what? Go ahead.
This man has never been caught yet?
What has never been caught till this moment? Who attacked Tiger Thunderbolt?
He's still on the run?
Has never been caught. It
We
has
have to
never
find
been
this
decided.
man.
At the time, we thought
It's
it was
a danger to society.
It was one of the alumni known here at the PWGP, a former member of the Piranha. But this man has never been identified. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the PWGP 2023 Moment of the Year is... I remember watching this for the first time ever. This was crazy. Watching the refs leave the arena, following Achilles, following Dio. The drone shots from above, Following it, at the time we had no idea who was in the limo. We assumed it was Mari. And seconds later, I don't think anyone was awaiting that. An explosion hurled around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the PWG.
And we was all duped.
We were all duped. We were all definitely duped. It was a moment that left us all in awe. The explosion of the limo. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 moment of the year. Before we continue, your guys' thoughts on what we literally just witnessed there. Tell me about your time witnessing that happen live there, Lo.
I thought he was dead.
You thought the man was dead.
Thought he was burnt to a crisp.
You thought he was dead.
Thought he was fried, burnt, everything.
I mean, as we let it replay here for the people watching at home here, Jake Nitro, where were you as you witnessed the explosion heard around the world?
I think we were backstage. It was SmackDown or Raw. I think it was SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken.
And then who would imagine that it was all a plot from Mari Dio himself? Decided that at WrestleMania he was not only going to challenge for the PWGP Undisputed title, but that this whole mission was all designed to destroy and mess with the minds of the people watching. It was a moment that we can never forget here at the PWGP. Nonetheless, let's move on here to our second nomination here, part 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it is, let's see, let the drum roll here what we're going to go with next here, because I'm not quite sure here what we're going to go with next here. It could be one, it could be the other. It has to be leaving the main event as the PWGP match of the year. Is what I'm guessing we should leave as the end. What do you think there, Lo? For sure. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, our next category is the PWGP Rivalry of the Year Award. Introducing first, our first nominees: Mason Reed versus Angel. Our second nominee, one half of the House of Darkness, the current legendary pro wrestling light heavyweight champion, Achilles, and the IPW World Heavyweight Champion God Mode, Mari Dio. Your third nomination is the Omega, the Unbreakable, Tiger Omega versus the Superior Legend, KJ. Number 4 is the Devil himself, Hades, versus the Heart and Soul, Connor Legros. And the fifth and final nomination is for the PWGP Tag Team Champions of the World, the Lone Star Legacy, Texas Hold'em, Chris Bell, and Lane Fist Earth versus Carnage Elite. So, Lo, with those 5 nominations, who's your pick?
I mean, other than I'm a little biased right here. I'd say us, Carnage Elite, because we did a five matches, I think. But we couldn't finish it because it was hurt so bad. So we won that rivalry at the end. But I got to give it to Achilles and Mari. That limo blowing up, phenomenal. And this is Mari's 3rd nomination, I think. This could be his 3rd win of the night.
This could be his 3rd win of the night. Speaking of...
The man is winning at life. I don't know how he does it.
We just don't know. But speaking of possibilities, speaking of Carnage Elite, here's an epic moment from one of Carnage Elite's own, Damian Knight. If you remember this is when Damian Knight made his
Formerly
first
Damian
impact.
Knight.
First ever assault on a official, knocking Axel Maverick out cold, busting him wide open. The Switchblade was relentless in his assault, completely taking out Axel Maverick, and he didn't stop there after busting him open. He was leaking. He was leaking. This was him bound to make a statement. Elbows, 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 and stomps to Axel Maverick. Damian Knight, the Switchblade, put everybody on the clock when he made this statement on Raw. Talk to me about it. You as one of his teammates.
I was surprised. I didn't know he had it in him. I knew he was ruthless, but not ruthless enough to actually assault someone.
Completely go in and just demolish the man. It was insane when he did that. Ladies and
It was
gents.
intense.
Hey, he didn't stop. He didn't care. He was doing everything he had to do. He did everything he had to do. I'm trying to look here for footage of the OMG moments of the year here. And I'm pretty sure I can bring up a moment here from Worlds Collide where we saw your dude, Hades, the devil himself, throw Conor Allegros off the top of that cell all the way to demise. A quick replay if we can
my
get
boy
that
out on the
in.
stretcher.
Took him out on a stretcher. Ladies and gentlemen, a moment that will live forever. He didn't care, and here we go. I believe I got the footage
forget that moment.
up here. Yes, we do.
I'm trying to forget that moment, to be honest with you.
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to forget the moment where he put himself through hell? And we get it over here.
And all that to build up to this WrestleMania match. 5 stages of hell.
Here it
Or was
is.
it 2 stages?
We have the footage on live, ladies and gentlemen. The setup
Who
to
is going
it.
to win this match?
Boom! We see Conor Allegros being put through that cell there by the darkness himself, Hades. Relentless in his assault. The man would not stop. Huge uppercut as his fin just exploded him through the outside of that cage. At this time and place during the match, you're wondering whether your boy Conor Allegros should even stay alive. And right now you see Hades climbing the side as he begins to ascend. Conor Allegros thinks about it, and he also ascends through the side of the steel Hell in a Cell, meeting Hades at the top. This was an epic moment. Another OMG, a stalemate. Right hand countered by Hades, kicked to the midsection. This man body slammed him. And this is when Conor Allegros should have been thinking in his head, what can I do to get out of this? Where can I come back? He was reeling. Another grapple counter, and again, and boom! Falling to his doom. Could that have been the end of Conor Allegros as we know it? We're yet to find out. We may have seen it. I don't know. But another moment, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to round down these OMG moments of the year. Who has been the winner? What is the winner of the PWGP OMG moment of the year? Any last guesses here, gentlemen?
I still gotta give it to Mari and Achilles.
All right. And Jake Nitro, what do you got to say there, Jake?
I gotta give it to that three-way match for that three-way no contenders match for the tag titles. That's all I gotta say.
A hell of a matchup. A hell of a matchup. Extremely long matchup. Too many highlights for me to capitalize here and show you guys the results. But needless to be said, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the PWGP OMG moment of the year goes to uh-oh.
What's wrong? We have
What
technical
happened?
difficulties.
No, we got no technical difficulty. We straight. We straight. We got it.
Oh.
We got it. We got it.
What's the uh-oh then?
Oof. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mari Dio's limo explosion and later confessing the winner of the PWGP 2K23 moment of the year. The explosion heard across the world. The limo being decimated. Live again. We're gonna replay this moment over and over and over again here as the world begins to and it begins to set into your minds here.
Yo, Tiger.
Yes, sir.
I just got a notification from Achilles himself. He says we didn't do Wrestler of the Year yet.
No, we did not
Said
do
make
Wrestler
sure-
of the Year. Wrestler of the Year is the main event, my friend.
Oh,
He
I
said he
cannot.
thought Doc said it was Match of the Year was the last one.
No, we said against
Oh.
a Wrestler of the Year or Match of the Year. And there's a reason for that.
I-
I know that. There's the last ones left.
I cannot wait for rest of the year because it's a stack.
It's not
card.
The Wrestler
It's
of
not
the
you
Year.
either. I like
get to those
I like the
names,
names that's in it. I like the
So-
names that's in it.
And the winner of OMG Moment of the Year was Mari Dio's limo exploding. The
That's his second
rivalry
win of the night.
year was
Yeah, what's
Achilles and Mari Dio. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the final two. We're down to the final two.
His third win of the night. I can't take it anymore. Yes, we can handle it. Somebody gotta put him down.
That's it. We're down to the final two, man. The final two awards of the night. We've come to them. And it's been a hell of a night. It's been a hell of a night. It's been a hell of technical difficulties.
Very
here and there.
entertaining.
A learning process here for us. But when you try to do new things, that's what happens. You know? You have
Gotta
to
take the risks.
hiccups. Exactly. You don't take the risk, you never do nothing different. You never break the mold. So this is new. This is new. I'm gonna watch this over tomorrow and I'm gonna see what I'm gonna watch this over in the next few minutes and be like, okay, what can we do differently? But here, let's move on here to what should we do first, guys? Wrestler of the Year or Match of the Year?
I say match.
Match of the Year.
Match of the year.
All right.
Yes.
Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have the nominees for Match of the Year. Ooh, it was good. Look at that. The music stopped and the pyro right at. You know, it gives me some time to be like, all right, let it start right back up. And it's going to start right back up with new pyro, new song. And the nominees are the mustache twirling villain, Mr. WrestleMania versus the devil himself at Cyber Sunday. Nomination number 2, the all-time championship gauntlet match on Raw, episode 13. Number 3, the number 1 contenders fatal 4-way tag team match at Worlds Collide. Number 4, Cheryl Diaz versus Sheeran at Halloween Havoc. And number 5, the final nominee, Mari Dio versus Achilles in Hell in a Cell at the Royal Rumble. So,
This is Mari's 5th nomination, everyone. I think Achilles' 2nd or 3rd.
It's
They've
unbelievable.
been dominating the awards.
It has been
Very unbelievable.
It has been a hell of an award show for Wicked Retribution. And I don't know, man. Could they continue to
You know how?
Could they continue to break the mold?
I don't know.
I'm wondering.
Maybe.
We know that our WrestleMania
Who knows?
was an extremely competitive matchup inside that Hell in a Cell between Dio and your boy Achilles. It was a matchup unlike something that we haven't seen before at the time and place. A Hell in a Cell match like that. You can see here live. We're putting clips of it here. Dio springboard tornado DDTs. Your boy right on the mat. Achilles. It was hell all over. These men took it to the top. Achilles DDT'd him. And then at the top of the cell, backbreaker after backbreaker. The carnage would continue because these men, they weren't stopping. It was more and more and more domination as it continued. They would bring it all over the place. It would not end up on top of the cell. It wouldn't end up until both men were demolished at Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. But not only that match.
Royal Rumble, my guy.
Royal Rumble, sorry. At Royal Rumble.
Not only was that a Hell in a Cell, it was a last man standing match.
Also a last man. Look at that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. As much as it gets to continue. Ladies and gentlemen, at WrestleMania, we had at WrestleMania, we will have incredible matches. But what about the matchup at Worlds Collide? Tag teams destroying each other, putting everything on the line just to come out on top. It was again another hell of an event. Here on the screen, Death by Knee, Wicked Retribution, Royal Monarchy, put it all on the line to see who would walk out on top. Not only that, who would move on and have a future tag team opportunity was still lies in the wait. Who knows? Any one of these three teams. Well, we know that Royal Monarchy has a shot at WrestleMania to walk out the champions. But who's to say that Death by Knee or Wicked Retribution cannot be just waiting next in line?
But y'all, Lucia was then a part of Royal Monarchy, and then now House of Darkness, Damien never lost his title, and Lucia has a title shot. So do they automatically get House of Darkness gets a shot in the future? Who knows? Who knows?
You have to tune in and continue to watch because the shows continue to get crazier as we progress here. Each and every episode of the PWGP continues to get crazier as it does. And ladies and gentlemen, a matchup that again at Halloween Havoc. I keep messing WrestleMania because I'm hyped. But at Halloween Havoc. At Halloween Havoc. Remember these two women, Cheryl Diaz and Sheeran, going at it, beating the hell out of each other for a chance to head over. And at the time, Cheryl Diaz was still fresh here at the PWGP.
Very fresh.
And look at what she become now. Sheeran, we don't even know where she's at anymore. But she was a hell of a competitor.
Just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Just disappeared. Wayne Winters, her trainer, her mentor, one of the greatest. Like,
damn, she tall.
Vanished.
Make Cheryl look like a child next to her. Yeesh. I don't know if y'all knows, but Cheryl had a little growth spurt.
Yeah, I mean, she did. There you go. Here at Halloween Havoc, looking like a Mortal Kombat character known as Melina. She was vicious. I don't want to take Taylor Vicious's gimmick away, but you know, we all know Cheryl is as delicious as she is. But here we go. All right, I'll take that back. I've never had any interaction with Cheryl Diaz except for verbal ones.
I know a couple people who have, but
except for verbal
I'm gonna say that for the rumors.
And then, you know, our last match here in this PWGP Match of the Year Candidate Awards was a matchup that was declared to be one of the greatest since its inception. It was Mr. WrestleMania versus Hades to decide only the second ever PWGP Undisputed Champion. And as you can see there, Hades was putting the beats on Mr. WrestleMania, but he was fighting it on. Mania, the mustache-twirling villain, people want to shit on Hades. People want to forget that Hades was one of the most, and is still one of the best, most dominant fighters there is here at the PWGP. And he was showing it back then.
Excuse me, Tiger.
Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt you again. I gotta take a little restroom break.
Well, you can take your restroom break, and then, you gotta let me know. You just gotta go. When you come back, you come back. But, like I said, Hades and Mr. WrestleMania right now, we're two of the greatest. This was one of the biggest matches in PWGP history. It was set to decide and declare the first ever PWGP Undisputed Champion. We know the result. History has been made. It has already been made. But tonight, we're about to make it in a whole different way. Because who is your PWGP first ever Match of the Year award winner? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Because I don't know. But I think we're about to find out. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first ever PWGP Award of Match of the Year is... Who's this? Entering the arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the PWGP Match of the Year Award, Achilles versus Mari Dio at Hell in
That
a
is the
Cell.
fifth win of the match of the night.
How?
He's dominating.
How has Mari Dio continued to wipe the floor? Wicked Retribution.
How many awards is that for Mari Dio now?
I don't know, but there it is. There it is. There it is, your award winner. Mari Dio. The Achilles inside Hell in a Cell are the match of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. With 13 votes, they take the Match of the Year award. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, it is a moment that we've all been waiting for, no? Am I right or am I
Tiger,
wrong?
instead of doing it traditionally,
What's up?
let's build it up. Going third, second to first. Don't announce the winner like that.
Okay. Okay.
Because there's a three-way tie for third.
Oh.
And a man who has not been mentioned at all tonight is in second.
Oh.
So we gotta do it. I think we should do it like that.
Okay, so how about I'll allow you to announce the nominees in whatever order you wish.
Okay.
Announce the nominees.
All right,
for
Wrestler of the Year.
the final category of the year.
Wrestler of the Year. And number one, we got the Superior Legend, KJ. It's KJ, everyone. Has been dominating for his time here, and now he is back, ready to regain gold he never lost. And the same goes for number two, Mr. WrestleMania, the mustache twirling villain. Look at what place we have the Demon King, the Lone Survivor, Tommy White. And then in fourth, we have the man who's been dominating the awards tonight, Mari Tiger Omega. Then down in LPW, we have the Regulator, the current LPW champion. And the last but certainly not least, he is your current, what it is, which championship it is, the undisputed, yes, the current undisputed champion, the one who took it from Mr. WrestleMania, Keyshawn Creed. Put it in your votes right now, but we can tell who won by a landslide. You want to show some highlights of them, Mr. Tiger, or should I get ahead to it?
Give me the cup.
Tiger. Tiger.
Okay.
Hello.
So with the nominees being said for Wrestler of the Year, who do you guys think is going to take it?
I mean, the smart money is on the top 5. Achilles, Mari, Tommy, WrestleMania, or KJ.
Apparently sometimes doesn't really.
Smart money don't always make money.
Exactly. Smart money don't always make money. But with that being said, let's take a look at some moments here that I may or may not have with some of these superstars here and some of their moments here at the PWGP. Let's see what we got here. Okay, here is a moment from the superior legend himself, KJ. You can see there, KJ had no F's, beating the hell out of LPW chairman Lupo. This was leading up into what would be Worlds Collide's main event, champion v champion v championship match, in what was an epic confrontation. The superstar of the year could very well be this man who demolished Lupo. What do you think?
I think this is a great moment for KJ. Not only did he make a statement, he defended his brand because Mason Reed came on and attacked Tiger, so what he did was return the favor.
What he did was return the favor. Alright, so how about this other moment in which it features another member who can be nominated who is nominated for Wrestler of the Year here at the PWGP. It is your boy, the mustache twirling villain himself, Mr. WrestleMania. So, if anything, what about Mr. WrestleMania?
I remember this night, man. The contract signing, lights went dark. And we all thought it was Lupo who was going to be fighting, but I shall not say his name. Came onto the show, embarrassed Mr. WrestleMania on his show, and KJ. So that was not a great moment for Mr. WrestleMania. He made sure to get his get back at Worlds Collide by eliminating that man.
He did his thing here. He was not stopping. Your boy, Mr. WrestleMania, nominated as one of the Wrestlers of the Year. You have to admit that the man did his thing. He came in here and since he arriving here, elevating the system, elevating what has been a division like none other that we've seen. Your boy has been doing his thing.
He kept UPW relevant, man. I'm sorry to say, but they was gone. They left. Mr. WrestleMania took over, and now they want it back, and they got it back. But it would never been back if Mr. WrestleMania would never took care of it for him. That's my opinion.
Well, I mean, hey, he did his thing, and he's not stopping here. You have your boy, Mr. WrestleMania, nominated as one of the men who could possibly be your superstar of the year. Who knows? He could very well be the man to come out and walk out on top. But I'm looking here.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. My name is Mr. WrestleMania.
Oh, yes.
I'm out here because Angel himself, he called me into his office. He said, Mania, I have reasons to believe that you had something to do with the attack on Lupo last week. And I said, no, of course not. Me and Lupo were on quite nice terms
nominee
before Raw.
For Wrestler of the Year.
So I'm out here.
Let's stop here, Mr. WrestleMania, from yapping for a second there. But Here's another.
Always selling the show somehow.
Always trying to steal the show. Here's
Gotta be in the spotlight.
Nominee for Superstar of the Year. Remember. Boom, boom. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh.
Ooh, who's this? Oh, Mr. Lucio. And what is that? Corey? Mentor versus Stu. This was the United States finals.
It was actually. This was a nominee for Match of the Year. My bad. Or it was a consideration for it. This was my bad.
It was consideration.
Yeah, this was my bad. I didn't mean to actually put this on.
But still, that was a banger match. Y'all should check that out. Teacher versus student. They really tore the house down.
It definitely was a banger match. These two men put their asses on the line and they fought each other up. They beat the crap out of each other. A matchup that I do want to show up here for another superstar is a man who is the current reigning, defending, undisputed PWGP World Heavyweight Champion. And it is the Creed himself, Keyshawn Creed. As you're watching live right now, there you go, Keyshawn Creed. He had his last match against Tiger Thunderball, and Tiger Thunderball thought he was running wild. He thought he was on a streak. He thought he was going to change the world. He thought he was the faction killer. Came up across the world's heavyweight undisputed champion and got his ass whooped. Another nominee. What you got to say about that one?
I gotta say, Tiger came in with the right mindset, but he got too cocky from the match. And Keyshawn showed that he is a fight. He shows up to fight and defend himself and defend that championship. But at WrestleMania, I feel like that's gonna catch up to him against Mario, but we'll have to wait and see.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. We'll have to wait and see what goes down here at WrestleMania. Will he have what it takes to beat Mario? I don't know. Could he possibly? It's possible.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Very.
We don't know. As we try to find here one more piece of footage here to show here for our Intercontinental Champion. That's right. It's your boy, the lone survivor, Tommy White. This man has not only redefined what it means to be a champion here. He is the longest reigning champion in the history of PWGP. And he continues to change the game each and every single time. I don't understand really how your boy, Tommy White, continues to redefine and continues to maintain his championship. No matter who he's in the ring with, who is in front of him. His last defense was against Day, in which he defended the all-time championship, and he lost. He lost.
It wasn't his fault. It was a fatal four-way match, or fatal five-way, so the numbers were stacked against him.
I guess you're right. I mean, I can't hold that against you. You're right. You're not wrong.
And then he was fighting Day and Cameron Miles, who are very good friends. So,
nonetheless, your boy, Tommy White, one of the longest reigning champions the PWGP has ever seen. He is the first ever double champion, and yet he is still the Intercontinental Champion. And at WrestleMania, he has to defend that against Shane Killer. Shane Killer was here earlier in the night. He is not here currently right now live. So we're going to move on to the final nominee of Wrestler of the Year. We went through KJ, we went to Mania, we went through Tommy, we went through Dio. Achilles, we previewed a lot of him earlier in the night. We've heard about
the Regulator.
There you go, my brother. There you go. Now, do we have footage of the Regulator that we can recall straight to mind?
Maybe, but it might be early.
Let's see.
I can't recall. Really can't recall that. Gotta check LPW.
Exactly. We're on the same boat right there. Scrolling back here on my LPW footage. Yes. Didn't he have a match at Worlds Collide?
The man found something. He's that good.
I think he did. Have a match at Worlds Collide.
He did. He's the one that put their point on the board.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
See, this man's a genius.
Yeah, bro.
Him and Weez, geniuses.
I knew he had a match at Worst Collide. I'm like, hold up. He has to have a match at Worst Collide. But now we just have to find it real quick here as we scroll through here stuff. Oof, that match with Weez and Mason Reed was fire. Underestimated matchup.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, while he finds that match, I'll take the time to to announce our sponsors. We don't need none. We just that good. But anyways, get ready for night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania. I promise you, it will be a banger. And don't forget to tune in to the Raw After Mania, where we'll be holding the first ever PWGP draft.
That's right. That's right. Ooh, good call right there, ladies and gentlemen. And look, I actually found footage of your boy.
See, this one I'm GM.
That's right. I actually found footage of your boy Tommy White, the lone survivor at Worst Collide, defending his Intercontinental Championship or the all-time championship at the time in a 5-way elimination false count anywhere match. And here at the very last moments, he has Sean Sway J in front of him. They're going at it. And who'd have thought? Who'd have been the winner of this matchup? Who'd have thought that at this point in this matchup, Tommy White would actually turn things around? Here's he gets covered here. The 1, the 2, and a kick out right before the 3. Tommy White would end up winning this matchup.
You said that's a miscalculation on your part. That is actually Maury in an old attire. That's not Sean Sway.
Oh, snap! You are correct.
And Amari, I don't know which championship it was, but Maury held the all-time champion. Yeah. And I think Tommy was the one to take it from him.
I think you may be
I've actually have experience fighting Tommy. It was a triple threat, 2 triple threats. I won mine, he won his, and he beat me to get that IC title championship match, which he won it against. I'm not sure who he won it against, but he did win it. And then he fought Damian Blade for the all-time championship, and that's when he became double champion.
Oof.
It was at Cyber Sunday, I think.
Like this is why I decided. I said I had no choice. I said,
yeah, Cyber Sunday or Halloween Havoc.
Not to make your boy Low a GM here at the PWGP. The man loves the show. The man is when people. Thank you. Some people may get offended when I say
got a high IQ.
Well, I mean. Look, damn, man, come on, man. I'm trying to hype you up, man.
I'm just saying. I'm flexing on these niggas. I got a high IQ. I remember a lot of things.
Look, there you go. You see Tommy White win that one. And now we're going to go back here. And here is the footage of the final. The Regulator. When he challenged 1/3 of the system, La Magnificence, Andrew Alexander. Look, this is why I decided to make your boy Low. Now, and people get offended sometimes, or they take the wrong way and I say it because they're a fan. That's not offensive. I'm the one who puts out the footage. I'm the one who puts
no, it's not offensive. I just watch every match. Whatever it premieres, I watch it. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna support. You know,
it's no support.
If you don't support, you ain't real.
If you don't watch the show, then what are you doing?
Where have you been?
Well, he did say he was stepping away a while ago. And I told him when he comes back just to say something, and we know he's back. So we're currently at Wrestler of the Year, and this is the final footage of what you see here. The Regulator, one of the finalists here for the Superstar Wrestler of the Year, as he battled at Worst Collide, defending his legendary Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship against La Magnificence, 1/3 of the system, Andrew Alexander. But now that we have our nominees, now that we have footage there, now that you've seen everything you guys need to see about your possible nominees, your possible winner, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Low, tell me, Low, who do you think is gonna win?
I think it's gonna be Tommy. I think it gotta be Tommy. I mean, that reign that's still going. I mean, come on, man. Like, I don't know who else can top that.
It's a hell of a reign. It's a hell of a reign, and I can't lie to you. If Tommy were to walk out your Wrestler of the Year, I can't say that I'm gonna be surprised. It's just not possible. It's It's not feasible on my mind. Yeah, man, your boy is definitely has the opportunity, has a chance, has more than that to walk in and out of this as the wrestler of the year. And how about you there?
Jake Nitro.
What is your pick there? Who do you think is walking out as the wrestler of the year?
The Superior Legend, KJ, of course.
The Superior Legend, KJ. All right. Well,
I know you not just call me that, Lo.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am going to take the advice of your boy Lo here and say that we should do this in the top 3. Right? From 3 to 1 to 2 to the top.
Yeah, to 1.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at 3rd place,
a tie.
Tie votes, ladies and gentlemen. It is a tie. A 2-way tie at number 3. Drama from the get. It is the mustache twirling villain. The mustache messiah. The man built like a Roman statue. 1/3 of the system. Only the 2nd ever PWGP Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Mr. WrestleMania! And remember, it's a tie for 3rd place. The one, the only,
the Superior
Legend, the one and only former UPW World Heavyweight Champion KJ, tied for 3rd place. Ladies and gentlemen, at 2nd place, he is the longest reigning champion in PWGP history. He is the current reigning, defending PWGP Intercontinental Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy, the lone survivor, Tommy White! Tommy White takes home number 2.
2nd place.
2nd place. What you guys got to say about that? Before we get to the top, talk to me.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy?
The tie. I mean, I didn't see that coming.
I don't know. I didn't see it coming out.
I didn't. A tie out of all things.
Personally, my vote went to Tommy White. Personally,
mine did too. Mine went to Tommy White and KJ.
I don't want to be biased and vote for Tiger Omega, so I got to vote correct. Tommy White. He's been dominant.
But this the man who won it will surprise you over the. Will surprise some people. To some people he might deserve. Some people may not. Who cares? He won it. Tiger, do the honors, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, the winner of the 1st ever PWGP Superstar of the Year goes to, and I'm gonna play his entrance here live.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix Wrestler of the Year, representing the House of Darkness, the PWGP Light Heavyweight Champion, the Darkness, Achilles! Let's go! Let's go! With a dominant 3 votes over the 2nd place. Close race. Close race. It couldn't get any closer, ladies and gentlemen, between 3, 2, and 1. But Achilles is the man to win the PWGP Wrestler of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for tuning in, for coming in and watching this year-end awards as Achilles takes home the championship, the year-end awards for Wrestler of the Year. Trying to get him to a little celebration here. Any last words you got to say, you guys, before we end the stream here for part 2 of the year-end awards?
You better tune in to WrestleMania, or I'm gonna find out where you live. I know your addresses. I know who you are. I know what state y'all live in. So tune in, unless you want these hands.
How about you there, Jake?
Make sure y'all tune in and watch. If y'all don't, I swear to God, I'm coming right where y'all live and making y'all watch.
Nobody's scared of you, Jake. Come on now.
Well,
You sound.
No one cares about Low either, so.
Achilles, Wrestler of the Year.
I want to chill out
Congratulations.
here. Don't do me.
Thank you all for
JK, just
tuning
like
in to
GTA.
part 2. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. Congratulations to the House of Darkness, to the Darkness himself, Achilles. Oh, wait a second. In case you forgot this happened, I'll let you guys off with this classic moment. Achilles and the Robbery of the Year award winners having a clash. Interrupted his. Wait a second. The ref's trying to. We need some security out here.
And to mention that second never before seen match, Tiger, what you think? You should do that as a preview before WrestleMania?
These men are fighting on the arena. No, let's go. Let them fight. Let them fight.
Might have stuffed away.
Let